Yo, alright, cool. Wanted to make this video a lot sooner, but things happen. So yeah, I'm here anyway. Um, alright, we'll just get straight into it. So I think we were trying to say, okay, we were trying to find where would BTC find its accumulation zone, and in my opinion, if it decides to do it here, it makes the most sense, obviously. But of course, we said, alright, let's try and see if it holds this area here, which it didn't. Cool. And then this area maybe, and then if not, then this is a last liquidity sweep before we should range bound in here, and we got exactly that. So I'm happy with that. I'm not really sure why people were shit in the bed a lot. Like it's obvious. Like, alright, cool. We had a double top here, a local double top there. Cool. Um, that we are gonna see lower at least here. Prepare for this, and we got this. Alright, cool. So always prepare for the worst. Closed within the liquidity. Uh, the way I drew my range is it closed outside the range, but I it should be alright. So what do we expect from now? For me at least, I need to see some sort of a accumulation base. If we had um 18 days of downtrend with 20% capitulation, we need to see something at least. So if we see like if we see like this demand get created, cool. We need to see just sideways for now, holding this area. If we lose this area, then and then we lose this general area as well. If we make a lower low, basically, we 52k is what we're looking at here. Hopefully we don't get that. Well, I don't really care, but yeah, not really holding anything significant. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. If we just drop down, you see you got all this liquidity build up, and then we got this H1 order block. Realistically, going into I don't know midweek, we probably see these get wiped out, a tap into the H1, and then yeah, and then we'll see from then if we can hold this to keep going higher, basically. But definitely this needs to be wiped out. Just natural for BTC, so maybe just sit on your hands for a bit, see how alts react. If it's not too bad, then it's looking better because alts showed strength when BTC wasn't showing that much strength. Do you know what I mean? Alts had a really really good couple last days, so yeah. So we'll go into Ethereum. All right, so um, cool with Ethereum now. I would like to really see it. Mm, it closed within the golden pocket. If it holds this sort of region here, it's good to go. I'm not really getting the best reads on Ethereum, I'll be honest. Being same with BTC. Um, Realistically, it's gonna come back down into this area, and if it holds, that's alright. That'll be good for Ethereum if it holds. If not, then I'm looking for accumulation here rather. That'll be fine. However, I did say in my last video, all in all, that I'm looking for some momentum shift around this area. If we get I'll get my tweet up or wherever it is. If I have it there, let's get up quickly. It'll just be easier to explain. Alright, but Ethereum for now, it's looking alright. It's a bit of a dead space zone where it's got itself into. But yeah, did I not? could have sworn I tweeted it. Alright, what we'll do is this. Alright, cool. So yeah, the general idea was we're gonna get okay accumulation zone here, maybe a manipulation zone here, and then we'll get like distributive zones here basically. So we had two phases of an accumulation here. So we had one here, then we had this accumulation zone if we accumulate right here, and then I think we have a distributive area followed afterwards. Let me just try to get this sorted. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, so it's this basically. So I had initially thought, okay, maybe we'll drop into lower for the next accumulation here, which is still very possible if we just have a leg lower and then just do it around here. Keep this as support, maybe a cheeky tap into there. That's alright, but the general higher time frame outlook would be alright. Yeah, um, we can get that going. So realistically, just watching for this level and this level here, and maybe if we get some sort of a distribution, maybe a tap into there. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, Ethereum cool. Solana, I'll leave Solana for now, I guess. What I would say with Solana is yeah, let's see if it rejects here, then we've got this whole liquidity build up here. I think really and truly, I think Solana does have a shit, and it's whether a case of do we catch it at 100 or do we catch it at 80, and we could even see prices go as low as 70 really. I think if you get one push up into here and then yeah, I don't really like Solana. I'm not really favourable on it. The only way I think it'll get me to change my bias is if it obviously shifts momentum somehow. If it reclaims this SR and continues to push higher, then I think it throws everything out the window. Um, so yeah, that's it for Solana. And I'll just look at total two scenarios mapped out as well. Um, we need to see again accumulation because we've had just a slow bleed kind of. We need to see basically something like this happen on a smaller scale. So do we get it here or do we get that there? So that's just a question. We just have to wait and see for weekly closes and whatnot. And then you got others as well, which is yeah, mm, same thing really. If it chops around here, breaks through, then yeah, I like that as well. I just wanted to go through some actual trades I took, what my thought processes and how I managed them, etc. So I think if we just go through my Twitter, I think that'll be most helpful. I'm not really trying to spend too long on it. Alright, cool. Because I think I've done like a 6 or 7 trade win streak. So it's I think the main important thing is because this is more of a BTC rally, and then alts are kind of following along, and they're very sensitive to BTC price action. It's very important you get the big moves and you press when it's right. So we had BTC, obviously we had a slow bleed down, and then we had reason to believe it was bouncing. So with a key level, then investors are more confident to step in. So it's about pressing when things are right, and then like just cooling off when it's chop, or that pressing again when things are right, and then cooling off, and then you just do this basically like gradual, uh, like that. Alright, and then if you zoom out really of this, you get something that will look like this really on your in your performance. Something like, do you know what I mean? So anyway, now look, that's your performance, your growth, your account level, yada yada. It will all look like that anyway. Um, alright, the first one was Pepe. Alright, Pepe. This was fairly straightforward, I thought, at least. So we had on a daily we had a breaker. I just call it all demands, I guess, with a breaker block. Um, didn't respect it fully. How did have a good reaction though, closed above it, so I thought it was still valid at the time. Um, let me just clear this up. By the way, I think this could definitely go to the supply like easily, so I just closed it because I just want to lock in profits. We had the volume profile. I just took it with this accumulation zone to get this area of supply. It coincided with that. That's why I just think it's very high probability. Then we had H4 supply. We had the last green candle, the last upwards candle before the move down. Which yeah, there is obviously some selling pressure here, and then obviously a range um, to show us there's a shift in buying power, and obviously like a market structure shift or break, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so I just knew it would take the stops because it coincided with the BTC liquidity flush out earlier the week. So then nice entry was um, well, it was a premature entry, but I knew once this thing gets going, it's gonna go without me, and I was right. It never gave another, like another proper pullback. So yeah, and then if you want to, you can line it up with the BTC chart. It was bullish at the time. Like it just it held this macro mid, and then yeah. So another reason why I took profits was it was hitting the range high for the BTC pair. So I want to see this flip before any other longs. So like I said, it's about pressing when things are right, pressing when things are right, and then cooling off if there's a pullback. So yeah, um, that gave me a lovely I don't know, almost a free eye, I guess. All right, ENS. Does it? Yeah, here. ENS was a nice one. This was a short, however. I'm not really into shorts in a bull market because what's the point? But it was very very clean. So and I really was just very very easy. So you had a demand block here acting as support, and obviously a gradual bleed down. Again, coincided with the BTC flush. That's why it's very very important to just base your game around BTC, especially when the BTC dominance is still very high, which I'll show you in a minute. Then yeah, what like it's just stupid like not to factor in BTC. So I already knew that alts would present us opportunities. That's why I was very like, okay, jump on it. All right. So yeah, so we had the chop right here. Um, and then yeah, just a puke down. I could have also played the move up, but this wick was very scammy. I probably would have been stopped out. I would have probably done something like this. Put my stop around there. Yeah, I would have got around there. Maybe I would have been stopped in, but who knows. Um, yeah, and then obviously just played it to um, the SR. There's a lot of clustered wicks, so I knew there was a lot of buying presence here. And yeah, I mean you could say yeah, this is an obvious liquidity sweep. Um, but I am pretty sure I just played it to here. I'd rather catch the meat of the move than not end to end, because then yeah, I just get the bulk. Anyway, that was another 3R. And then another trade I shared was Brett. Again, another easy one. This was not it. Brett. Where is Brett? There. Sorry, I'm bland. I think this is very similar to the Pepe setup, as in, okay, we had the build up of liquidity here, and then again, this was like similar to the Bitcoin. You had the build up stops here, and then you just had it all wiped out. All this gone, gone, gone. So you're gonna have all this, that wiped out, this wiped out. Probably this wiped out later, but not just yet. Anyways, um, so when I knew Bitcoin had its big wick flashing out all the stops, then that's when it was like conviction to enter. So we had all these built up stops here. Then obviously you had the volume profile to give us this maybe this liquidity target here, which was not bad. Like if you wanted to catch the meat of the move, which I did, bang, like in and out quick. It's not bad at all. Let me clear up the chart if it's getting a bit confusing. Uh, cool. Obviously from the higher time frame you had a daily demand tapped, and that's it, you're off you go. So I wasn't really expecting a second tap because it was a strong tap here, closed back above this um, key SR level. So the chances of another tap into it was very low, and if it did present itself, then it was a case of do I want it because it's showing a bit of a weakness in buying. So yeah, and Brett is like number one on base, so that's why I wasn't inclined to do that. See how long I've been recording for quick. Alright, cool. So yeah, so just buy it. If you just zoom in, again you have these structures play out all the time. So you got your demand here, then you got your little range here, and then as soon as I saw okay this range is gonna break out everything blah blah blah, demand's not even recognized at all. Wick broken blah blah blah. I was like okay, let me just enter. This is not gonna give me a good um area to buy back in. It did really here, but I wasn't interested. I just wanted to get in quickly. And then another 2.66 here. And the targets, as I explained, was mainly due to the volume profile. So I got the high to this basically this accumulation here. Yeah, and then kept it there. Obviously we have I'm not sure why I'd done this area. Was it? Yeah, okay. You got this H1 demand, but just coinciding with the volume profile, I just decided to take my stops here. For the next thing with Brett, I would expect it to find support somewhere within here, and then probably continue to push upwards. Yeah, which will coincide with I think the golden pocket. Yeah, there you go. So something within there, and then if you want to add a third level of confluence, similarly, third level of confluence would be the volume profile to give you similar sort of area. So yeah, I mean I don't really use spaceman key levels, but then you got Monday high as well acting as a support if you would here. But yeah, I mean I don't really use it. Um, I think let's go through one more example. I think, or should we just leave it as that? I think they get the picture. So the main thing is really what I would say is it's experience, yeah. Um, but then you have to add multiple confluences as well. So the confluence I use, so obviously, okay, you got your support resistance areas, then you got your liquidity areas, then you got your volume areas, and then you got your patterns as well. Like there's loads of things, and then you just need to align it with BTC and dabble your experience in it as well, and then you should be alright. So yeah, I guess if we look at ETH BTC as well, looking decent. Um, it'd probably give us this and then a pendant breakout. Let's just get rid of all this shit, man. Yeah, so it'd probably give us some sort of a pendant structure. Just like lower highs getting built up, built up, built up, built up, built up, bang, 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 and then you just got this little structure here. Nothing I see yet that is a cause of concern, nor is it particularly bullish. It's good it held up here. We'll see later in the week what's up. Um, what else is there? Yeah, there's. I mean, I'm posting on my Twitter for other setups. Don't really want to be. Oh, Algo was another one, wasn't it? Yeah. Just quickly go for Algo and then recap, and then we'll call it that. Algo again. This was more of a liquidity to liquidity play. So then again, BTC, it had the stops coming in just like it is today. You got the stops here. Which one was marking up? Uh, this one, right? Yeah. So you got the stops here. Stops already taken out. This one, it will probably just have another slow bleed like it done for all this. This was a lot bigger than it needed to be. This doesn't need to be as big here. I would like it to ideally hold the H1 demand. I probably won't give us a tap if it's particularly bullish, which I think it will. Is sorry. So just act very quick. At least want to see this one, this last one swept out. So just bear that in mind. So that is a 2% corrective move. Add that, make it 2%. So yeah, so I'll go. Just quickly look at that. So daily, we got our low and then the next subsequent high. We don't really need it, but it's good to do it. You got this resistance wick here, cool, and then you got H4 supply. So the main thing was, alright, so it took out this low. I also did take out this low, but I didn't really think it was going to take out this one as well. But yeah, so I entered as it was coming back onto here, somewhere around here. And again, it is kind of generous in the fact that it kind of gave you a little entry here, but again, like you're not really going to pick it up. So just it's better to, I don't know, it comes with experience, but in these types of flash wicks, you just want to get in really at the best possible price, and then just play it to liquidity here. Just run all these, play it to here. Um, yeah, simple really. If you want to do channel breakout as well, and then I'm sure if you just do the volume profile, it will line up somehow. I don't know. It'll line up to, yeah. There's another thing. So this is the actual H4 supply, which we'll probably tag into as well. But again, just wants to be in and out. So recap really, Bitcoin. But the remainder of the week, we're just looking for uh, this to hold this. Looking for this to H1 to hold basically. This stop to get taken out, and then yeah, higher maybe into here, um, and then yeah, we'll see if we can take all these out later. But yeah, I'll discuss that at a later date. And then Ethereum, again, same sort of thing. Uh, Too many charts on these things. It's getting a bit uh, annoying. Anyways, Ethereum, same sort of thing. You got this demand here, hold that, and then yeah, Ethereum. I'm more inclined to believe it's bullish. Um, and then you should probably take this out and come into here basically. So yeah, that's about it really. Just wanted to be quick. Uh, yeah, cool. Thank you.